That's wild.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean son of a bitch.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds. But wow, he was like 108.
Boxing?
How can a guy so little create such power?
I favor fighters for different purposes. But if you ask me who I think is the best fighter I've ever seen.
He's got defense, he's got speed, he's got footwork.
He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. Just as good.
He looks like a fucking pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. The Monster.
Oof.
Naoya Inoue is out here making elite fighters look like they don't belong in the same weight class. With the Cardenas fight coming up, fans are already expecting another quick finish. Inoue doesn't care about your resume if you're in his way. You've got minutes before you're flat on the canvas. Just ask his past opponents.
Would you say the Monster is multi-dimensional?
Yeah, of course.
But have you seen him legitimately be multi-dimensional?
Yeah.
From a standpoint of being able, obviously we know he can punch.
Yeah.
We've seen him get to the body, but
He's a box people before.
I really haven't seen him stay on the outside and counter punch.
Do you think that's what he's gonna have to do against Fulton though?
It's not the point. The point is you just call him the #1 fighter on the planet.
Pound for pound.
But you got to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Who they fight? I mean, you can say that for Crawford. Who they fight?
I'm gonna look so stupid if it goes wrong, but I think I lean towards Inoue. This fight. So shout out to my guy Sibby Boxing. He asked a question a while ago of what you feel more confident in, your pick for Fulton Inoue or your pick for Spence Crawford. Not just to me, but generally.
Yeah.
And they're such close fights, and it's like, damn, you really got to think about it. I actually feel more confident in my Spence pick than I do against the Monster. Is the best fighter on the planet. Number one. And so, like, I lean towards
until Saturday.
It's almost like Naoya Inoue was built in a lab, programmed to throw punches so fast and sharp that by the time you blink, you're already wondering what you had for lunch. And with the Ramon Cardenas fight coming up, this speed and precision are exactly what fans think will overwhelm yet another opponent. And
do you still watch boxing now? Are you still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I'm enjoying watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya,
Inoue, amazing fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Even Manny Pacquiao recently called Inoue his favorite current fighter, and that says a lot. Coming from a legend who's faced the best of the best, that kind of praise holds serious weight. Pacquiao sees in Inoue the same fierce speed, power, and technique that once made him a global icon. So when he backs Inoue ahead of this upcoming clash, it's clear we're watching someone truly special.
In his career, he started to win amateur titles. He started to get the attention of people in Japan. They said, hey, wait a minute, we got to look at this guy.
More powerful. Then he fought Nonito Donaire.
Naoya Inoue faces off with Nonito Donaire. 2 rounds. Naoya!
That's when Inoue got on the minds of not just hardcore fans, but boxing fans.
Inoue isn't just a boxer, he's a straight up nightmare for anyone who steps in the ring with him. His power isn't just about how hard he hits, it's the way he does it so fast and so clean, you barely have a second to react. And with his upcoming fight against Ramon Cardenas, that's what everyone's worried about. Inoue doesn't need time to find your weak spots. He sees them, targets them, and strikes before you even realize what's happening. Guys who fought him always talk about how quick he is, but it's not just his hands, it's his whole body moving like it's on fast forward. You blink and boom, he's already 3 moves ahead, landing punches you didn't even see coming.
Flat out, he's my favorite fighter in the world. Watching that guy fight, man, and waking up at 6:30 a.m. to watch the undercard to get ready for a Naoya Inoue fight has become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming at the TV.
Chris Algieri didn't hold back when talking about Inoue. He straight up called him his favorite fighter in the world. And with the Inoue versus Ramon Cardenas showdown just around the corner, praise like that hits different. The former champ gave big props to Inoue's skill, raw power, and technical sharpness, saying the way he's dominated across weight classes is just next level. Algieri pointed out how Inoue mixes speed, pinpoint accuracy, and sharp fight IQ to separate him from everyone else. To him, it's that rare mix and Inoue's constant excellence that makes him one of the absolute best today and the fighter he respects most.
That's a badass guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
who the hell fights in that fucking division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the monster. He beat him so easy.
The kid from Japan, Inoue. So when Inoue deserved to be over Terrence Crawford, I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I don't want to take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. But it's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to.
Floyd Mayweather recently gave respect to Inoue by calling him a hell of a fighter. And that kind of praise from a legend like Floyd isn't just a casual nod, it's a major endorsement. Known for being picky with compliments and holding fighters to insane standards, Mayweather clearly sees something special in Inoue. He highlighted not just Inoue's raw power, but his incredible skill set and dominance across weight classes. When one of the most technically gifted boxers ever gives you props, it says a lot. It's just another reminder of why Inoue is being looked at as one of the sport's brightest stars heading into this upcoming clash.
Oh, nice jab. There it is. I didn't say that. Yep. Oh! 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 This guy's celebrating already. Oh! Oh, you on him, bro. He's gonna put it on him, bro. He's gonna put him on. Oh, oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, little short left two at the end.
Max Holloway recently shared his thoughts on Inoue's incredible skills, and his response was nothing short of glowing. Known for his own standout fighting abilities in the UFC, Holloway couldn't help but express his admiration for Inoue's technical prowess and knockout power. Holloway, who's faced some of the best in the world, praised Inoue for his precision, speed, and versatility in the ring. With so many elite fighters recognizing Inoue's talent, it's clear he's one to watch, especially with the way he dominates across multiple weight classes. It's not hard to imagine Inoue continuing his streak of success in his next fight.
That's probably my dream fight.
Do you have people you look at like, I want that fight, or is it just, or you just like whatever, like whatever comes, comes?
I mean, of course, there's a lot of guys like one day I think about like, oh, one day I'm gonna be like at the top and I'm gonna have to go with him. I'll say that's probably my dream fight eventually. One day, maybe at 26 or 30.
I like, what's the guy from Japan? Inoue? Yeah.
Do you foresee potentially at some day you guys meeting together, maybe at a catch weight, or maybe if he keeps going up in weight?
Probably. Yeah. That would be like a fun fight.
Crazy.
Yeah, that would be a fun fight. Now that would be technical. That fight right there, like me and him. But I think I'd be too big for him.
Probably, yeah.
I'd be too big for him, yeah. But that fight would be like,
it's like a dream fight.
Yeah, facts.
The other thing is we could forget how Inoue has stepped up in weight, right? You know, he's coming up pretty high for a guy where he started. So here he is, a favorite in the fight. Everybody assumes he's going to win. Tapales is certainly a good fighter in that weight division. Wasn't the biggest name, but he did get himself a title and won in an upset. So it's easy for us to forget that Inoue has come so far up in weight. But the fact that he can be dominant in a win, even though, as we said, Tapales had a few good moments, is extraordinary to say about Inoue. Because this guy is he could be a generational fighter when you think about
Yeah.
it for the smaller weight class.
Inoue's defense is just as terrifying as his offense. And no, he's not the flashy type who dances around making a spectacle of slipping punches. His style is subtle and calculated. He'll slip your shot so smoothly that you won't even realize you missed until it's too late. He stays in range, cool and composed, ready to fire back. His footwork is surgical. He places himself exactly where he needs to be, whether it's to counter or step out safely. It's like he sees the fight unfolding before it even happens. And that's what makes the upcoming clash with Cardenas even more intense, because when someone as precise as Inoue is in the ring, one small mistake could mean game over.
Naoya, I like Naoya. Before he became, I teach him in Japan.
Really?
Yeah. And Naoya, if he's thinking to moving up in weight division, I hope that I can teach him and supervise his workout and training, and we can do that.
So you want to train him?
I wanna train him and supervise his training, or if he wants to moving up to higher weight division.
What did you think about his last performance?
Huh?
What did you think about his last performance?
Oh, fantastic! It's a good performance. Fast, quick, strong.
What's your message to Naoya Inoue if he's watching?
Oh, congratulations to your last fight, and keep up the good work.
Okay, lastly.
There's more.
Canelo, any message to him?
And also good luck to Canelo's fight.
Way and his team, they've given indications that they want to eventually get up to fighting Tank. What do you think about that? Is he just too small to do it, or?
Man, tell him come up and fight me then.
Would you go to Japan?
I would definitely. No. I ain't gonna set myself up. We'll see if the negotiations happen.
Right.
But yeah, tell him come up.
Let's talk about Naoya Inoue's adaptability, because this is where things get scary. The man doesn't need to stick to one style. If you pressure him, he adjusts instantly, countering with ruthless precision. He can flip the switch at any moment. One round he's setting traps like a chess master, the next he's controlling the entire rhythm of the fight, slowly wearing you down with pinpoint accuracy. His ring IQ is on another level. He's not just fighting, he's solving you, mentally, physically, strategically. And by the time you even notice the pattern, you're already 2 steps behind. That's why everyone wants to test themselves against him. Fighters see Inoue as the benchmark, the ultimate challenge. Even guys like Cardenas, who's stepping into the ring with him next, know that facing Inoue is the kind of opportunity that can define a career. But here's the thing, predictions lean heavily in one direction when you're up against someone who can outthink, out-hit, and out-adapt you all at once. And right now, that direction points to Inoue.
Inoue is, that name monster that he carries, he personifies that word exactly. And I just thought that after that knockdown, round by round, moment by moment, it was like he just started to take over, either physically, with the feet, with the hand speed, with the movement. It was beautiful, a building process.
The Japanese fighter is the best fighter in the world. For my opinion on it, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter.
Mike, the idea's been thrown out there for him to move up to 130 fights to fight Gervonta Davis down the line. Could you see that fight happening?
Yeah, listen, how much he wants to move? He's 122 now, right?
122, he'd be going to 135.
Why don't they fight 132, something like that? Both of them, yeah.
Japanese fighters are on a different level, and when it comes to Inoue, Mike Tyson's take makes it even clearer. Tyson may say he's a nobody in the grand scheme, but let's be honest, when he speaks, the fight world listens. He straight up called Japanese fighters the best, and with Inoue tearing through weight classes like it's nothing, it's hard to disagree. Now there's been talk of Inoue possibly moving up again, this time to 130 or even 135, to take on someone like Gervonta Davis. Tyson didn't dismiss the idea. In fact, he seemed intrigued. Why don't they fight, he asked, like it's only a matter of time. Considering Inoue's current reign at 122 and how he's handled every challenge so far, that kind of matchup feels like destiny. But first, there's business to handle with Cardenas. And with legends like Tyson already talking about future mega fights, it's clear where the momentum and belief lies. Inoue's mental toughness. That's a whole different beast. This is a guy who doesn't flinch, ever. You can hit him with your best shot and he'll eat it with a grin, then come back swinging with 10 times the force. Opponents try all the usual tricks, trash talk, little mind games, but it's like they're throwing pebbles at a steel wall. Nothing gets through. And that's what really sets him apart. It's not just his technique or power, it's his focus. In the middle of a high-pressure fight, when others would crack, Inoue stays locked in, calm, calculated, and completely unfazed. It's this kind of mindset that makes him such a nightmare for anyone in front of him. With Cardenas stepping up next, that mental edge alone has experts leaning heavily in Inoue's favor. He's not just trying to win, he's showing up to dismantle.
This is the monster, hailed as the pound-for-pound greatest boxer on the planet. But you probably haven't heard of him, and that's because he's Japanese, but let me explain. So he's called the monster because he's vicious, and 90% of his fights end in knockout. The kid comes in out of nowhere, winning fight after fight, belt after belt, in spectacular fashion. The boxing organization's like, yo, people gotta see this. So the boxing organization holds a big tournament with all the bad boy fighters. Now I want you to pay special attention to this man right here, Rodriguez. See, Rodriguez and Inoue, the monster, are set to fight in the first round, but before it goes down, Inoue's trainer starts taking pictures of Rodriguez's camp. Rodriguez's trainer doesn't like that, so he gets in his face. He ends up.
Then there's Stephen Fulton, the former WBC and WBO super bantamweight champ, who's been keeping tabs on Naoya Inoue ever since the Japanese phenom started steamrolling through divisions. Fulton doesn't see Inoue's rise as luck or hype. No, he knows it's the real deal. The way Inoue blends blazing speed with frightening knockout power makes him a nightmare for anyone at 122. Fulton understands that facing Inoue isn't just another bout, it's a challenge that tests every part of your game. And that's exactly why so many top fighters want that smoke. Not because they think it's easy, but because proving yourself against Inoue, that's legacy stuff.
When it comes down to a lot of things, you know, I think the best guy that I face, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story, but at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably or potentially the best fighter that you faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that distinction?
I think it was like facing the younger me. You know, there's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence. You know, but I think a lot of it is given the similarities is what makes it more different.
And speaking of legacy, Nonito Donairi's words still carry weight after their legendary 2019 clash, which many call the fight of the year. Even in defeat, Donaire had nothing but respect for Inoue. He didn't just talk about the power, he talked about the precision, the speed, the calm under fire. Donaire's faced the best, but Inoue hit different, literally. Those punches, they didn't just hurt, they shocked him. The timing, the technique, it all painted the picture of a fighter who doesn't just come to win, he comes to dominate.
You know, but at the same time, there's another tornado brewing over there in the name of Inoue.
He just won.
That is a bad dude, you hear me? Say what you want, I know he way over there in Japan or whatever he is, but that is a bad dude. You understand me? They don't give him the credit because we don't see him that much. That dude right there, I think that dude really is pound number one. He just don't have the competition at that weight class to have that big fight to get it right now. And the United States don't know him because we don't have big fighters in his weight class over here that we know that good.
We only seen him against Fulton.
You feel me? So
he dominated Fulton.
You feel me? The one that we did have, look what he did to him. So he really number one pound for pound, but because he don't have the opposition to prove it, I gotta leave Bud there.
Right. Now, if we talk about endurance, Inoue's got stamina for days. Some fighters fade in the championship rounds, but Inoue, he's just getting warmed up. By round 10, most guys are trying to survive. Inoue's still hunting the finish. He keeps the same intensity in round 1 as he does in round 12. That's not normal. That's elite conditioning and mental grit combined. And the power, yeah, it's still there late. A shot from Inoue doesn't just end a fight, it takes something out of you. Guys walk out of the ring with more than bruises. They leave with that look, you know, the one that says, "What just hit me?" But maybe the most chilling thing about Naoya Inoue is how easy he makes it all look. He's not flashy, he's not showboating, he's just clinical, cold, calculated. Every move has purpose. Every punch is designed to end the night. Watching him fight is like watching someone solve a puzzle. Fast, brutal, and beautiful all at once. If you're in the ring with him, it's not just a fight, it's a masterclass. And chances are you're the student getting schooled.
And there was moments in his career where he had like an aura of invincibility. You know, one of his last fights, he was dropped. Does that give you like a sense of like, hey man, if that person can do it, I can do it too?
It gives me a sense of he's human. You know, like no one's invincible, brother. No one, you know, if you get caught in the right shot, bro, like look at me, you know, I never gotten dropped as an amateur, in sparring as a pro, and I got dropped by a dude who didn't hit hard, because the guy did not hit hard, but he just caught me with a good shot right here in the temple, and I just went down. And it was kind of like, you know, I didn't expect it, but you know, again, it just goes to show like no one's invincible. Like, and any given night you can get dropped.
So when you add up the praise from legends like Tyson and Mayweather to warriors like Donaire and Fulton and reactions from guys like Max Holloway, it paints a pretty clear picture. And with all signs pointing toward a dominant performance against Cardenas, even Ramon's been leaning toward an Inoue win in this one. Prediction-wise, it's hard to argue. Inoue isn't just expected to win, he's expected to make a statement. And that wraps it up for today. If you like this breakdown, go ahead and hit like, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss another video.